The average human brain is comparable to about 2.5 million gigabits. Your brain has reached near capacity. What do you delete to free up space? Alzheimer chooses this crap for me. That's a huge oof. Damn dude, I'm sorry. Write down a list of my favorite video games / movies / albums and delete all memory of them so I can experience them for the first time again. Absolutely wouldn't free up space in the long run, but exactly what I would do with the opportunity. Realistically, I'd probably delete memories of grade school since it was terrible. Edit. Long-term memories are stored in a different part of the brain than skills / overall knowledge application / personality, so forgetting 7th grade wouldn't change my life. Most people obviously don't remember everything that's ever happened to them, but things they don't remember still shaped who they turned out to be. Remembering what shaped you isn't a necessary part of being who you are. What if, after time has passed and you are a different person with different tastes and a different mood, the new memory of your video game / movie / album isn't as rosy as the one it used to be? Also, what if the game didn't age well without nostalgia to prop it up? Not just that, but a lot of feelings we have about something are tied to something else, and it would be impossible to recreate for that reason alone. For example, A Link to the Past is still a great game, however my memories of it are so strong and wonderful because I had never played something like that before. It perfectly encapsulates everything I didn't even know I wanted in a game and made me imagine what games could be in the future. It gave me vision. Now, I would still really enjoy playing it. Had it a fantastic, well-made game, but unless I also erased the memory of every other game I've played since, it wouldn't have the same effect. I've already seen the vision come to life, so I can't experience imagining it. Or, when I had Mexican food for the first time when I visited America. It's tied up with my experience of traveling there, which enhances my memory of eating this delicious food. It's not nostalgia, the food still tastes great, but it still wouldn't be as wonderful if I don't also get to experience it for the first time while traveling in a new country. Memories aren't standalone things. They're intricately wound up with a multitude of other variables we couldn't possibly account for. This was my thought too about enjoying stuff all over again. All kids are cringy. Memories of reality shows I've watched. All memories of being bullied and picked on as a child. Now you are strongly enticed to watch all these old reality TV shows that you have no memory of because of the same thing that enticed you to watch them the first time through. I want to delete memories of Undertale to play it. I never played it because I already watched it on YouTube, so I'd have nothing new playing it. I played Undertale after I watched the endings, knew all the plot and started watching a play trough. It was still worth it. Don't let your knowledge stop you. Go play it. All of my most embarrassing moments. 2.4 million gigabytes erased. Forgets being born. Does anyone remember that? I'd hope not. Came out crying like a bitch. Like a little bitch. Nice. My parents told me that my little brother was born grumpy, he wasn't happy at all. That explains his name. How about you, Doc? Kind of. When you're really young, you remember things in a totally different way, because you don't possess language. As you get older, you start to remember things differently, and cannot access those different types of memories. So very early childhood memories may be in there somewhere, but you can't get to them with your adult brain. You want to tell me I can't access parts of my memory because my software got updated with no previous gen support? Edit. Fixed a typo. Install an older BIOS. Back to monkey. Wake up, bro. It's 200,000 BC. Man, I had a really weird dream. But you can't get to them with your adult brain. I knew I kept those children brains around for a reason. What? r/hole-up, Reddit link. This file type is no longer supported on the human brain. Oof. Sorry, this file is still in use. Would you like to try again? You do not have permission to modify this file. But I'm the admin? Oof. If you do that, you'll probably end up making a lot of those mistakes again. That's why I was careful not to say mistakes because I'd hate to, say, make the same mistake twice. I'm talking about walking around with a huge hole in my pants, in which my ass crack was hanging out, and didn't know about it until the most popular guy at school points it out. Bye bye middle school. Anxiety.exe would probably fix that. Thanks for everything, guys. In theory, yes, because most of the time it's a useless animalistic leftover in our modern world, but I wonder how long it'd take for us to be killed if we didn't have any biological fear alarms in our day-to-day decision making. Nah, that bus is miles away. It's definitely something that you'd have to grow out of. You don't need to be scared to know jumping off a cliff is a bad idea. Once the intelligence is established, fear is mostly a hindrance. True, you might well be right there. I expect there's been some research into it. But the genetic/psychological learning mix is so hard to test, I realize. As a clinically diagnosed OCD sufferer, though barely troubles me now thanks to intensive ERP, I've always viewed anxiety illnesses as, at their core, leftovers of our prehistoric past rather than relatively more serious mental illnesses like depression or psychosis. Not that they can't be just as debilitating. But we are hardwired to learn to overcome anxiety, so if anyone is a sufferer, it's important to know the research is overwhelmingly in favor of their being surmountable. Edit. For anyone puzzled by what I meant by ERP, it's a therapy that's been around for years but has become much more patient-led/effective in practice. Few accredited therapists would do flooding techniques now. It's hard work, but it works, just takes a long time. Web link. As a person who suffered from it a lot, I can say that the just do it approach is the only one that helped me. The phrase F it. Something bugging you can't let go. F it. 10-minute task you really don't want to do. F it, it's only 10 minutes. Surprise $150 dollar bill? F it, pay it. I'll deal with ramen later, or F it, I'm broke until payday. This has been my go-to. It hurts too much to care sometimes. Porn. Op said remove some space in the brain, not factory reset the brain. Think about all that new porn to rediscover. Back to thinking Bang Bus is real. Guys, we know Big Sausage Pizza is the only true/real porn out there. Back to being lax about your lemon security. Effing lemon stealing whores. There's so much porn that we'd all be better for not having seen. The most honest reply. All the awkward moments I randomly remember every couple years that debilitatingly makes me cringe. Edit. Wow, thanks for the awards. Didn't realize we all similarly experience the same things. Lol. Remember, every time that you cringe at something that you did, it means that you are no longer the type of person who would do that cringy thing. Every time you cringe at your past self, it is representative of personal growth. What if you cringe at things you did literally seconds ago? Then your personal growth is remarkably fast, laughing out loud. Or, as is the case for me, I just suffer from self-loathing, coupled with protagonist complex. Your insight is appreciated. Yeah, I think I can safely delete about 8 years from the late 90s to about 2006 when I was a drug addict. That was just a never-ending series of cringe that to this day a random, horrible memory will pop into my head and I get embarrassed/remorseful/horrified all over again. I have to physically try and make myself stop thinking about it. Of course, the harder I try, the more it's their Macron/Macron. Edit. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that has these cringy flashbacks, although I wish all of us good luck in ridding our brains of this crap. Agreed that you need some of your mistakes to remind you what not to do, but hot damn, I did some effed up crap. Wishing everyone who responds or connects to this post good mental health and good coping mechanisms, because I haven't found one yet. The only good thing that came out of that whole mess is that I totally appreciate literally everything I have, from a nice dinner to a roof over my head. Paying bills actually makes me happy. I mean, not really, but just knowing my bills are paid, where I used to just blow my rent money in one night and get tossed the next morning from the motel with my crap in grocery bags, is a happiness that I guess is hard to explain. Never, ever, 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 ever again. I feel you, dude. Sometimes I just yell out AHHH really quick and it resets me. This is also my coping method. Mine too. Haha, I do that too and it makes me feel insane. I will remember something so cringe that it actually makes me involuntarily make a noise or shout something. It seems to happen a lot when I get lost in thought while driving by myself. My brain dumps info automatically. I unfortunately do not get to choose what goes edit, thanks for all the awards. It was an O this time. Effer forgets words. What does words mean? It sounds familiar, thoughtful face. Need facts about short-lived TV shows? I've got you covered. Names of people I've just met? Sorry, I can't retain that beyond 30 seconds. Since I've reached near capacity, I got to believe that all that forgotten information is still in there, but just inaccessible. So I'm going to delete all that. Might make room for some stuff I actually remember. Also the plot of every good movie I've ever watched. I still want to remember they were good. I just want to get to watch them again for the first time. All your mama jokes so I can make place for your mama. Thanks for the awards, kind anonymous people. It's 1:27 in the morning and I giggled like a hyena. It's 2:53 in the morning and I cackled like a madman. It's 3:56 p.m. and I internally said ha. It's 8:08 a.m. and I read this comment. It's 5:16 a.m. and I crack so badly, it was almost as if your mama had tripped on a glass floor. It's 12:26 a.m. and I'm chuckling like your dead grandpa. It's 12:38 a.m. and I just replied to your comment. That's not going to be enough room. God, I've been waiting for someone to say this, so I could say this big brain time. I bestow my free award to you. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.